G'day guys, Steve with Broken Sprocket. In this video I'm going with the RMX. I'm going to go through the best cheap and free mods that can be done on this bike. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. The first thing you need to do when you're uncorking one of these bikes is get full acceleration, because they only come with about 1/3 acceleration when you purchase it. And that's because of this throttle stop. You need to cut 25 mils off or buy the OME, or if your bike came with it like mine did, you get the other one which is shorter, but you need 25 mils less. That way you will gain full acceleration. I'll show you where this goes. I don't know if you'll be able to see in here, but we'll try and get our best. Where the torch is, that bolt there, that's the one that needs to be removed. I hope the camera picks it up. The second thing you'll need to do on this bike is open up this airbox. One of the first things you should do is remove this snorkel. I'll show you where that goes. The snorkel used to sit up in here like this. You just simply grab it, take your air filter out, makes it a bit easier, and pull it out, and that will open up the airbox. I've also added holes to this airbox for more air intake, and I did notice a difference once I did this. On this side, I simply just drilled 2 holes here, which gives me a little bit more. And also, I have seen people drill a hole here, but I was concerned with a big splash of water going in and filling the airbox up relatively quick, whereas at least with the holes here, it makes some kind of deflection for the water. And I'll show you what I did on the other side. Okay, on this side of the airbox, it's as simple as removing this side cover and then removing this plate. The side cover just has 2 bolts, which I've already removed, and it comes off like so. And this piece here just has 1 screw here and 1 screw there, which I've already removed, and then I take them off, and I just drilled another 5 holes in the airbox here. I did it like that because once this goes back on, it adds as a water deflection again, stopping a lot of water going in. I have seen guys before put their hole right in line with this, but my concern was that the water will come in. And once I put this cover on, I thought, it's not going to let any air in. But when I cleaned the air filter for the first time, this side of the air filter was absolutely chockers with dust, much more than any other part of the air filter. So air still does get in there and it does deflect the water. So that will open up your air box spot on. Now that you have full acceleration and an opened air box, all that new air needs to be expelled from the bike. It does come with this little pea shooter inside. That needs to be removed. It's a fairly simple job. You just remove this outer cap. There is 1 screw that went in here. Remove that screw, put that cap back on. Leave your spark arrestor in there, you need that. But just slip that cap back on, and then your bike will breathe properly and get that new fresh air in and out without any problems, increasing lots of power. Okay, number 4 on my list is the cherry bomb. You need one of these in these bikes to really get it up and going and turning it into a real 450. I have my one just sitting in here. It's tucked in there, and it simply plugs in to this unit here. There's a cap on it when you first purchase the bike. Just take that cap off and plug this in and tuck it in somewhere nice and neat so it's sort of out of the way. I'll just give you a close-up. Nice and neat, it's out of the way, everything's tucked back in, and that's your cherry bomb sorted out. Okay, next on my list of must-have items for this 450 bike are radiator braces. I've already removed the 4 bolts that hold this shield on. You simply remove this, and here is your radiator bracing. This one here was under $100, and it basically just acts as a big roll cage around your radiator. I'll get you a close-up look. It simply has the bolt here, 1 in here, and it has these cross sections to another piece that goes on the other side of the radiator, which creates the roll cage type thing. Also one there to that other piece on the other side, and this will protect your radiator against a good hard whack. It also gives it a lot more support if something grabs here from pulling. So I think they're a definite must-have for enduro riding, especially. Protect these radiators, they're not cheap for OME ones. Okay, I'm up to number 6 now on the must-have for this RMX for enduro riding, and that's these bike busters. I know a lot of bikes do come with them, but this bike doesn't come with them. They're a definite must-have. You must really protect these levers and also your hands and things like that when you're going through the bush. You get whacked by tree branches, and you can see how many times I've dropped this bike and just smashed it and haven't broken any levers or anything. So I think these are a definite must-have for any enduro bike. This gets us to number 7 on my list for the RMX 450Z that this bike requires. This bike has a small fuel tank. You can either go out and purchase a larger fuel tank, which will cost in Australia around, I think my brother paid about $460, which will get him 9 litres compared to the 6.2 that this bike comes with. It's not very much fuel. I went for a cheaper option and I bought fuel bladders. We'll just go and check those out. Okay, this here is my fuel bladders. I have 2 of them. If I can get them off. They both hold 2 litres each. That gives me an extra 4 litres. So that will give me 10.2 litres of fuel if I carry both of them. It's pretty simple. You just fill them up with fuel and I slip them in my backpack. My backpack is quite a large backpack. I can fit both fuel bladders in. 2 litres of drinking water, some lunch. I've got a first aid kit in there. I can fit my mobile phone, keys, wallet, everything else in there, and there's no real problem with that. One downside is that you've got that extra weight on your back, so the first opportunity you've got to empty one of these fuel bladders into your bike, take it, and it will lessen the weight on your back. A definite must-have for the RMX and far cheaper than an oversized fuel tank. I think they were about $90 each compared to $460 for the bigger fuel tank. So a definitely cheaper option, and to be honest, 10.2 litres, I only ride this bike on single trails or I never ride on road or anything like that, so I can't ride for 10.2 litres. There's no way in the world I have that kind of fitness in me to do those types of trails for that long. Realistically, the 6.2 litres and I'm finished, but this is a definite must take with me running low on fuel. I always need to get back home and an extra 2 litres. It's a lot of pushing of a motorcycle if you don't have it, so a definite must have. Even if you do have a big tank and you go for those long desert rides or things like that, something like this can easily get you out of trouble. This is my last tip for the purchasing a motorbike. It really goes for any motorbike really. I purchased this bike in 2016, it's a 2015, I bought it brand new. I saved roughly around $2,000 on the purchase of this bike because it was 2016 and this bike's a 2015 model and they just wanted it out of the shop. So a $2,000 saving on the purchase on this, and the 2016 model of this bike is the exact same bike with new sticker kit and a different colour seat. So nothing is actually different bar for a couple of colours. So to save $2,000 on the exact same road registered 450 dirt bike was a great saving. So that's a good tip for you. Also, my friends have purchased brand new KTMs and they've paid around $17,000 for these 450 road registered KTMs. Beautiful bikes in every way and good luck to them. But a $6,000 saving basically from my purchase price to theirs isn't going to make me a better rider. And those 2 YZs behind me there, they owe me about $6,000. So in the same money I've got my 450 road registered enduro bike and 2 YZs for the same money. So that's things to think about. If you've got plenty of money, go mad on it. But I saved good money on this just purchasing the year model after. So now I've just got to put my bike back together, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.